Hello, everybody. It's Bill's That College Football Guy here with, yes, yet another preview and prediction video. This time we're talking about the Golden Bears of Cal from the ACC. Still seems worth saying that. We're going to go through and go through the coaching staff, preview the roster, and then go game by game through their schedule. So, shall we get into this? All right. Cal went 6-7 last year. They lost to UNLV in the LA Bowl. Justin Wilcox actually is beginning his 9th season as head coach. Center frame here. The 9th season as head coach of Cal. In his previous 8 years, Coach Wilcox's record is 42-50. Is he on the hot seat? Well, this is Cal. I mean, they're not exactly known for being football powerhouses, so is he? Offensive coordinator, we have a change. Brian Harsin, the former Boise State and Auburn head coach, will begin his first season as offensive coordinator at Cal. He hasn't worked since he was fired at Auburn in 2022, so he's been off for the last 2 years. Previous OC Mike Bloch, I've been looking for him. He has not had a job. He's not working right now. Cal ranked under Coach Bloch, ranked 74th in total offense. Can Harsin's offense do some improvements? I think Cal would like to see some Boise State type offense. We're going to see what happens there. Boy. Defensive coordinator. We actually have 2 now. Co-defensive coordinators. One was promoted from within. The other one, well, actually, technically both were promoted from within. One's now being the play caller. Terrence Brown. He was been defensive backs coach. He's now co-defensive coordinator and will be calling the plays. Vic Soto. His first season, he was outside linebackers coach. Now he's adding co-defensive coordinator to his resume as well. The previous defensive coordinator, Peter Sermon, is now the linebackers coach for the New Orleans Saints. So how is this going to translate? Because Cal was 36th in total defense last year. So we're going to see how this goes. Quarterback, Sangu Polotele is the new starting quarterback, the freshman. His story is crazy. He committed to Cal, then decommitted, went to Oregon, committed, decommitted from Oregon, went back to Cal. Okay. Jaron Kiase, Sangu Polotele. You got a name, dude. You got a name. But the true freshman, will be the starting quarterback. He beat out Devin Brown, the redshirt junior transfer from Ohio State, who actually last year was in limited action, 11 to 20, 114 yards and a touchdown, no picks. Who he's probably going to be the backup, but there's also a guy who might be sneaking in, Dominic Ingracia, the sophomore transfer from College of San Mateo. 108 of 182, 1,590 yards, 13 touchdowns, 4 picks. If Devin's the backup, he's probably going to be third string. You also have EJ Cummington, or the redshirt freshman. He did some stuff last year, recorded some stats. Like stats-wise, FBS, 100 yards for quarterbacks, 100 yards passing, 200 yards FCS or lower. So it's going to be an interesting one. Sangu Polotele, starting quarterback freshman. We'll see how this goes. Nebraska did things, but we'll see how it goes here. Now, the running back room, it's going to be actually pretty interesting because Harsin previously ran, if he didn't have a feature back, he ran 2-back systems. And realistically, he's going to have to because his top 3 backs, all transfers. Nobody blew the doors off. You got, first off, 4 guys did something, 3 recorded measurables. For running backs, it's 100 yards rushing, 200 yards FCS or lower. Jamal Wiley, the redshirt freshman, he did some stuff, didn't qualify. But the 3 transfer did something, all FBS transfers. Worst to first, we got L.J. Johnson Jr., the redshirt senior transfer from SMU, 74 carries, 303 yards, and 5 touchdowns. We have Kendrick Raphael, the junior transfer from NC State, 78 carries, 425 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And the guy I think might be the inside track, Brandon Hyde Jr., I can be wrong, the redshirt sophomore transfer from UTSA, 93 carries, 495 yards, and 8 touchdowns. They haven't said anything who the starting quarterback's going to be, so I honestly don't know, but it looks like a damn good room. Wide receivers, best room on the offense, which they needed. Now, we only got wide receivers, it's 10 receptions. I don't give a damn about yards because you could have 110 yards in 3 plays, and both of them are big plays if you didn't do anything else because you kept getting drops. 10 receptions, 20 FCS or lower. 9 guys did something. 3 qualified for the list. So the ones who qualified, didn't get the full thing. We're talking Jordan King, the redshirt junior. Daz Jones, the redshirt sophomore transfer from Arkansas. Kyon Grays, the redshirt sophomore. We've got Jaden Dixon-Veal, the senior transfer from Purdue. Karan Adams, the redshirt junior transfer from South Dakota. And also Trevor Rogers, the redshirt freshman from last year's squad as well. Now, the guys who have done something, the 3 here, we're going worst to first receptions-wise. Worst thing is the only one who is a holdover from last year's squad and was actually number 2 on receptions on last year's team. Tron Grizel, the redshirt senior, 27 receptions, 401 yards, and a touchdown. Next 2 upper transfers, Jacob DeJesus, the senior transfer from UNLV, 36 receptions, 512 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And the guy that probably is going to be number 1 on wideout is to take Mark Hamper, the redshirt sophomore transfer from Wisconsin, 48 receptions, 966 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So, wide receiver room looks pretty good. Running back rooms, you got some potential there. Okay, now we get to the tight ends. The worst room on the offense. You only got 6 tight ends in the entire roster. 4 of them did something. Only 1 qualified. The 3 that did something, Mason Minnie, the redshirt sophomore transfer from Idaho. He did some qualifications, along with Jeffrey Johnson, the redshirt senior, and Ben Marshall, the redshirt sophomore, holdovers from last year's squad. The only one who qualified and did something was a transfer. What a shock. Landon Morris, the redshirt senior transfer from Temple, 16 receptions, 251 yards, and a touchdown. So we're going to see how that goes. Offensive line, man, there is a ton of transfers in this room. And I mean a ton. How well is everybody going to blend together? We're going to see about that. All right, for the defense, the defensive line, worst room on the defense. You got, let's see, 2. I didn't want to do this, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 guys in the room. Only 6 guys did something. All 6 of them actually qualified, including with 1 from FCS. 5 are holdovers from last year's squad. 1's a transfer. The transfer is FCS. We get out here with Zay Smith, the senior transfer from Houston Christian, 54 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 2 pass deflections. The guys who qualified, Derek Williams, the redshirt junior, holdover from last year's. Actually, everybody, the rest of them are holdovers from last year's squad. But Derek Williams, redshirt junior, 12 tackles. You got Stanley Saolawe McKenzie, the redshirt senior, 14 tackles and a pass deflection. We've got TJ Ballers, the redshirt senior, 22 tackles, half a sack, 2 pass deflections. Then we got Nate Burrell, the senior, 29 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a pass deflection. And number 1, second on the... Burrell was actually third on the defensive line in tackles. Second on the defensive line was actually Aiden Kiana Aina. The redshirt senior, 44 tackles, a sack, and a pass deflection. So you've got 6 guys, but past that's a little bad. Now, linebacker room, best room on the defense. 10 guys did something. 7 qualified. But it's pretty close between them and the secondary, who's the best unit on the defense. But I'm going to the linebackers. Okay, the 3 guys who qualified but didn't do it. We got Aaron Hampton, the sophomore. Serene Donkura. Both of them holdovers. Donkura is the redshirt sophomore. Both of them are holdover from last year's squad. And Jaden Wayne, the junior transfer from Washington. Did less defense-wise. I forgot to mention this in front of the defense. Qualification means defensively. Doesn't matter. Defensive line, linebackers, defensive backs. 10 tackles, 20 for FCS or lower. So we're going to get into this here. The guys who qualified, all of them are FBS level. So that... No, actually, I take that back. No, they're not. We have 2 who are FCS and lower. 2 FCS and lower. I have to correct myself. All right, the 2 there, and we have some beasto in this room. Okay, the FCS guys, we got Odera Okaka. Odera Okaka. His name, the junior transfer from College of San Mateo. 37 tackles, 2 sacks, and a pass deflection. We got Chris Victor, the redshirt senior transfer from Chattanooga. 54 tackles, 4.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and 2 pass deflections. So he's all over the damn place. Now the guys, again, we're going worst to first. FBS tackles. Worst here, we're talking Ryan McCullough, the junior, holdover from last year's squad. 19 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and a pass deflection. Then we get into this. All right. We have those 2. Make sure we got here. We have, remember, 7 guys. So that's 1 there. Imagine we had 7 guys. We had 2 FCS, so it's 3. We have 4 left. This is obscene. 4th place. TJ Bush Jr., the junior transfer from Liberty. 58 tackles, 5.5 sacks, and 4 pass deflections. That's 5th place. Okay, that's 4th place. 3rd place would be Harrison Taggart, the redshirt junior transfer from BYU. 69 tackles, a sack, a forced fumble, an interception, and 3 pass deflections. Dude was everywhere. 2nd place is Cade Ulawave. Cade Ulawave, the junior, holder from last year's squad. 71 tackles, half a sack, an interception, and 2 pass deflections. That's 2nd place. Number 1, Boom Jock, the junior transfer from Colorado State. They really missed him. 100 tackles, a forced fumble, a pick, and 3 pass deflections. Is this linebacker room eating raw meat every time we're entering halftime? I mean, what the hell? This is going to be a beast of a room, folks. And then we got the secondary not far behind. A bunch of guys on their roster. 10 of them qualified. 6 made the qualification. It's the reason they didn't get there. 1 behind. So the 4 who didn't meet the minimum qualifications, again, 10 for FBS, 20 for FCS or lower. Josiah Wagner, the redshirt sophomore, holder from last year's squad. Trying to find the 4th here, make sure I find myself correctly here. I'm missing one. There he is. Isaiah Crosby, the redshirt junior, also holder from last year's squad. The other 2 are transfers. Tristan Dunn, the redshirt junior transfer from Washington, and Kimare Shemwell, the sophomore transfer from Utah. Had less than that. So those who did qualify on the list, we have, make sure we got this down correctly here, 1 from FCS, and that's Drew Polidor Jr., the senior transfer from Montana State. 35 tackles, 2 picks, and a pass deflection. Again, we're going worst to first on tackles here. We got a bunch of transfers in this group, I'm telling you. All right, we got Jair Smith, the senior, holder from last year's squad. 12 tackles, a sack, and a pick. Next up, we got Jordan Sanford, the junior transfer from Texas Tech. 15 tackles. That's all he had, just 15 tackles. Next up, make sure I got the right here. We got Cam Sidney, the redshirt junior, holder from last year's squad. 29 tackles, a sack, an interception, and 3 pass deflections. And then we got these 2 beasts. Hezekiah Masses, the senior transfer from FIU. 38 tackles, a forced fumble, a pick, and 4 pass deflections. And Brent Austin, the senior transfer from South Florida. 48 tackles, 2 picks, 1 of them a pick 6, 10 pass deflections. So this defense actually ain't that bad. It's the offense that's the problem. So, that's the roster preview. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Now should we get into the schedule? Okay, so starting off, they start the season on the road at Oregon State. I already covered this in the Oregon State preview prediction video. You can go find that video on my channel and go watch that. But I have Oregon State beating Cal, so Cal starts with a loss. Then they're at home against Texas Southern. Texas Southern plays Prairie View A&M at home the week before. This is actually the first ever meeting between Prairie View A&M and Cal. I'm going to give Cal the win there. Then comes a game I was really about going back and forth on. Minnesota comes to Cal, a little bit cross country. Minnesota plays Northwestern State at home the week before. Last meeting was in 2009 when Cal won 35-21 on the road in Minneapolis. With rosters going, this is kind of a coin flip game for me. So they're at home. I'm going to give Cal the big upset win at home over Minnesota. Next up is a road game at San Diego State. I covered this game in the San Diego State preview and prediction video. You have to go check that out. You lose on the road at San Diego State. Then you're on the road at Boston College. Boston College has a bye the week before, so they get 2 weeks to prepare for you. You got to go cross country to Chestnut Hills. The only meeting that actually took place was one hell of a long time ago, 1986, almost 40 years ago, 39 years ago. Boston College won that game 21-15 at their place in Chestnut Hills, Massachusetts. Boston College is looking to go 2-0 all-time versus Cal, and guess what? Berkeley to Chestnut Hills? Yeah. I'm picking Boston College to beat Cal. Then they're at home again against Duke. They come back home to play Duke. Duke plays at Syracuse the week before, so Duke's got to go cross-country. The last meeting was in 1963. It ended in a 22-22 tie in Berkeley. Well, they're back in Berkeley. But Duke's got more talent than you do. Duke's going to come cross-country, maybe a close game, but they're going to beat you at home. So now you're 2-4 going in your first bye. You come out of the bye at home, Friday Night Lights against Bill Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Problem is, both schools have a bye the week before, so they're going to have the same amount of time to get ready for you. Last meeting was in 2018. Cal won 24-17 in Berkeley. Cal's actually looking to go 3-0. 3-0 all time versus North Carolina. No, you're not. You're losing this game. North Carolina gets their first ever win in the series. Then you go on the road, cross country again, on the road to Blacksburg at Virginia Tech, Friday Night Lights. Virginia Tech also has a bye the week before, so they got 2 weeks to prepare for you. The only meeting that ever happened between these two schools was actually in 2003. Cal won 52-47. This was in the Insight Bowl in Phoenix. So they've never had a regular season game. This will be the first ever regular season meeting between the two. So Cal technically is looking to go 2-0 all time versus Virginia Tech. No, you're not. Virginia Tech's on the road, 2 weeks at home to prepare for you. Friday Night Lights, they're beating you. Then you're at home against Virginia. Virginia plays North Carolina at North Carolina on the road the week before. This is the first ever meeting between Cal and Virginia. Virginia gets to travel cross country to Cal. Because of that, you're at home. I'm giving you the victory over Virginia. Then you go on the road at Louisville. I already covered this game in the Louisville preview and prediction video. You lose on the road at Louisville. Then you get your second bye. You're out of the bye on the road, the big game at Stanford. Both schools have a bye the week before. But you're in your building. You're in Berkeley. Last meeting was last year. Cal won 34-21 in Berkeley. You're not in Berkeley. Excuse me. You're heading down to Stanford. Cal's actually looking to win their 5th straight against Stanford. Cal is bad. Stanford is worse. You're beating Stanford on the road. And then you finish the season at home against SMU. SMU plays Louisville at home the week before, so they're going to have a tough meeting. Last meeting was last year. SMU won 38-6 in Dallas. SMU looking to go 3-0. 3-0 all time versus Cal, and yeah, you are going to go 3-0, which means that Cal is going to finish the season 4-8, 2-6 in the ACC. Tough year. I mean, they very easily, could any of these games flip? Could they beat San Diego State? Maybe. Could they lose to Virginia? They most definitely could. Could they lose to Stanford? They most definitely could. Could they lose to Minnesota? They most definitely could. So this is not exactly up in the air, but I've done enough yapping, done enough running my mouth. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, please do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit that thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms. The video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. All right. Going to go to the schedule again without all the extras. You let me know. What do you think Cal's record's going to be? Let me know down in the comments. So they start off the season on the road in Corvallis at Oregon State. Come back home opener against Texas Southern. Home against Minnesota. At San Diego State. At Boston College. Home against Duke. First bye week. Then they got back-to-back games Friday Night Lights. Home against North Carolina on a Friday night. At Virginia Tech on a Friday night. By the way, because I say Friday night, if you're not listed as a day, every day is Saturday. Come out of the Virginia Tech road game Friday night. Got 8 days ready for Virginia at home. At Louisville, second bye week. at Stanford, home against SMU. Let me know what you think their record's going to be down in the comments. Share the video if you want to. If you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos that I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 2K, trying to make some magic happen. If you want to follow me on the craziness that is X, the link is in the description. Thanks, everybody. I know this one's a little bit late, but the honey-do list got added in, so I know it came in an upload. You're going to see it at an odd time, because it literally is going to get done as soon as I can, because in the middle of recording, with the time I did the Week 0 recap, the 5th down, and this, more of the honey-do list popped up. Honey-do this, honey-do that, so I had more stuff to do. So we're kind of doing a late-night one. This is literally going to go live as soon as it gets uploaded. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Another video tomorrow. Just having a great evening. Be safe, and please be good to each other.